If a car serves its owner faithfully for many years and asks for practically nothing in return, you begin to treat it as a trusted and reliable friend who will never let you down. This is exactly what Mitsubishi Lancer of the past, 9th generation turned out to be. Mitsubishi Lancer IX, 2003 to 2007, 2005 facelift. When sales of the new Mitsubishi Lancer started in 2003, the queue for it stretched for several months. Excessive demand was explained by the optimal combination of price, quality, and time-tested reliability of the model. After all, previous generations were officially sold with us almost from the beginning of the 90s, and our compatriots are already accustomed to associating the Lancer name with strength and durability. And even after the Lancer IX was discontinued in 2007, sales of the car resumed after a couple of years. A sedan called Lancer Classic was sold in parallel with the 10th Lancer. Mitsubishi Lancer was produced in sedan and station wagon bodies. Moreover, both modifications started simultaneously. After restyling in 2005, the model range was replenished with the charged all-wheel drive version of the Lancer Evolution with the 2-liter turbo engine with 280 horsepower. We have, as usual, sedans are in the greatest demand. Station wagons account for only 5 to 8% of the total number of Lancers on the secondary market, and even less for the Evolution 9. Dealer versions prevail. There are also specimens from America and Japan, but they do not make the weather on the market. Russian options are preferable when buying. In addition, they are initially quite richly equipped. The interior does not look outdated at all, and the front panel is made of soft plastic. Of the minuses of ergonomics, we note only the lack of steering wheel adjustment for reach. Domestic dealers sold Mitsubishi Lancer 2005 model year in 3 levels of equipment. The basic version of the Invite, with a 1.3-liter engine, was equipped with ABS, air conditioning, front airbags, power mirrors, and side windows. And the 1.6-liter version additionally had heated front seats. Execution Invite Plus in addition meant fog lights, climate control instead of air conditioning, and side airbags. The steering wheel was sheathed in genuine leather. The InStyle version boasted alloy wheels, door sills, and a Momo steering wheel. The same version with the 2-liter engine was equipped with a stiffer suspension, 16-inch wheels, and a spoiler on the trunk lid. Engine. In the Russian specification, Mitsubishi Lancer had 1.3, 82 horsepower, 1.6, 98 horsepower, and 2-liter, 136 horsepower, petrol engines. From America, they usually brought 2-liter versions with an automatic. On all power units, the gas distribution mechanism is driven by a toothed belt, the replacement of which is recommended after 90,000 kilometers. And every second update is made with commercials. Repair together with the replacement of fluids and filters costs about 10,000 rubles. On Lancer until 2005, radiator tanks cracked and leaked from chemicals, 9,000 rubles. Cars younger than 2005 no longer suffer from this defect. After 3 or 4 years of operation, the intake corrugation of the exhaust system burns out. The part is not supplied separately as a spare part, and the officials change it complete with the catalyst, 43,500 rubles. But at services specializing in welding, the corrugation will be repaired for only 5,000 rubles. After 100,000 kilometers, the throttle assembly mopes, 40,000 rubles. On disassembly, it costs from 800 rubles. After 150,000 kilometers, the motors begin to eat up the oil. By this time, the engine mounts are also tired, 2,800 rubles each. After 200,000 kilometers, they will be asked to replace the crankshaft and camshaft oil seals, with work 4,000 rubles, as well as the valve cover gasket, from 1,200 rubles with work. The most popular engine on the Lancer is a 1.6-liter. He digests the 90-second gasoline with pleasure and is extremely durable. The first expenses will fall on the replacement of drive unit belts, 2,800 rubles, by 70 to 80,000 kilometers. The Mitsubishi Lancer manual does not cause any complaints even on fairly used copies. By 200,000 kilometers, the arm bushings only loosen up. Repairs cost from 2,300 rubles. The gland of the box sweats, but it's not scary. Occasionally, bearings may require replacement, from 4,000 rubles. The oil in the manual gearbox is filled for the entire service life, although dealers recommend changing it every 90,000 kilometers. The clutch easily serves 130 to 180,000 kilometers, and for neat drivers even more. Replacing with the kit from an authorized dealer is expensive, about about 50,000 rubles. At a specialized service, repairs will cost at least half the price. The adaptive automatic transmission in these two is very reliable. At least there have not yet been replacements for natural wear and tear on used Lancers. It only follows regularly, every 90,000 kilometers, to change the oil. An automatic transmission rarely dies by its own death. If it has to be changed, then only after a serious accident or careless handling. The key to its longevity is timely, every 90,000 kilometers, replacement of fluids and proper operation. Suspension Mitsubishi Lancer, with McPherson struts and rear multi-link, was surprisingly tenacious. If you don't drive headlong through pits and bumps, even the stabilizer struts and bushings, 2,800 rubles with work, live up to 90 to 110,000 kilometers. Shock absorbers last even longer, 4,300 rubles each. At the same time with them, it is better to replace the support bearings of the struts, 10,000 rubles, so as not to pay twice for the work. By this time, wheel bearings will also ripen, 2,000 rubles each. But the lower levers, complete with ball joints, nurse up to 150,000 kilometers and longer. Replacement, from 10,000 rubles. In the rear suspension, the upper wishbones get tired at 90 to 120,000 kilometers, from 8,500 rubles. Shock absorbers serve the same amount, 3,000 rubles each, as well as stabilizer struts and bushings, 2,400 rubles. And the lower wishbones, completely 12,500 rubles, and wheel bearings, 4,800 rubles each, live up to 150,000 kilometers. The steering rack is durable, and the steering tips with rods can withstand up to 100,000 kilometers. The body of the Lancer is pretty solid, but the paintwork is weak, chips appear quickly and, if left untreated, become covered with rust. In frosts, the reflective elements of the side mirrors burst, 1,500 rubles each. If the trunk is opened only from the passenger compartment, the lock cylinder turns sour. The rear suspension is phenomenally tenacious. The first interventions in it will be required only after 100,000 kilometers, when the upper wishbones are asked to be replaced. The repair will cost about 11,000 to 12,500 rubles. At the same time, there is a reason to update the shock absorbers, as well as bushings and stabilizer struts. The front brake discs do not differ in resistance, 2,900 - 200 rubles. It warps them from overheating, and the groove saves 5 to 7,000 kilometers. Non-original ones are more durable. Calipers must be cleaned at every MOT, then they will last a long time. In terms of the nominal volume of the trunk, 590 L, the Lancer wagon station wagon surpasses many classmates. Used Mitsubishi Lancer station wagon is very profitable to buy. After all, on the secondary market, both versions cost about the same, while the new one was $1,800 more expensive. And one more thing, unlike the sedan, for which the entire range of engines was intended, the Lancer wagon was sold with gasoline bores of 1.6 and 2 liters. On the basis of Lancer in 2005, the Japanese built a civilian rally car Lancer Evolution 9 with a boosted 280 horsepower 2-liter turbo engine, which was combined with a 6-speed manual gearbox. All-wheel drive transmission had electronically controlled center and rear differentials. Literally a couple of years after the start of sales, in 2005, Mitsubishi Lancer underwent a slight restyling. The fact is that many customers were embarrassed by the frivolous smile of the radiator grille of the debut version of the model pictured. Therefore, on the version of the 2006 model year, this element was first updated. There have been some changes in the cabin. The instrument cluster has been updated. On the basic version and the version with automatic transmission, finishing materials have become of better quality. Heated seats are included as standard.